Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday to each and every one of you. Blessings to you all. I thank God for today because He didn't have to allow us to be alive. He didn't have to allow us to see this day. So for that, I give Him glory. Look, I wanted to come up here real quick and I wanted to encourage someone. Yesterday, God gave me the word squander, to squander. And squander is when you waste something like money or time recklessly and foolishly. And it also says when you allow an opportunity to pass or to be lost. And so God wanted me to come up here and tell each and every one of you that will listen to this video, that will see it, whatever the case may be. Do not spend another day squandering the gift that He has given you. Don't spend another day wasting the time that He has given you. Don't spend another day crying about something that you can't change or don't have control over. Don't spend another day sitting and moping and weeping and being sad and sitting in depression. Don't spend another day regretting what could have, should have, would have. Don't spend another day, well, maybe if. Don't spend another day. Don't spend another day. Don't spend another minute. Don't spend another hour wasting it on foolishness, recklessly. I'll tell y'all something. Do y'all know how many people are in the hospital wishing that they could get up, that they could get off the ventilator, that they could get up and don't need somebody to clean them and take care of them? Do you know how many people wishing that they weren't in hospice or they weren't in a nursing home or that they weren't anything that is hindering them from living their full capacity? Do you know how many people that are paralyzed and wishing they could walk? Do you know how many people wishing that, got cancer, may have throat cancer and they can't talk, or they have the tracheotomy, all these different things. And we get so caught up with our problems and with our issues. And again, I'm not saying the issues aren't valid. I'm not saying your feelings are not valid. I'm not saying that what you're going through is not valid. But what I am saying is that we serve a God that we owe Him all the praise and the honor and the glory. We owe Him to get into His presence and worship Him. We owe Him to get into His presence and love on Him. We owe it to Him to sit and talk with Him. We owe it to Him to take that time and just tell Him how wonderful He is and how mighty He is and how merciful He is and how forgiving He is. And we're supposed to get in a place and thank Him for His loving kindness and that He didn't punish us the way that we, that He didn't punish us the way that we oh Lord Jesus. He didn't punish us the way we truly deserve. I know we trying our best, and I know we try to, be a good person, and I know we do good deeds, and I know we help people, and we do all of that. But if the truth be told, and God really pulled back the skin off our chest, and He showed us our heart, we wouldn't think that we are as good, and we're as sweet, and we're as kind as we think we are. Because the Bible says we all have fallen short. We all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So sometimes we get into this mode that we've been so good and we did this for everybody and we did this and we did that. And we ain't always been good. And even being saved, we still don't always get it right. We don't always get it right. And sometimes we allow life and circumstances and situations and all this other stuff to come in and flood us, and we get in a place to where we want to sit there and we want to be depressed, and we sit and we start, thinking about things of the past, and we can't let things go, and we start thinking about who did this to us, and our ex hurt us, and how people have walked away from us, and how people have discarded of us. Come on, somebody. How people have rejected us, that we sat there and we gave our best. Some of us, we done helped somebody come up, and we helped somebody get established, and they walked away from us. We done took the money that we had and we did this with it, and we gave it to this person. And as soon as they got, they got on the come up, as people say, they walked away from us. And then we lie to ourselves and tell ourselves that we healed and we've moved on. And really, have y'all ever, listen to this, have y'all ever went and looked back at some of y'all posts, or your memories pop up, and you look at some of the things you posted, and you be like, did I really post that? So, some of these posts, we posted stuff and we say we deliver, we say that we heal, and I'm good over here and this and that, when really deep down inside you're still hurting, you're still broken, you're still mourning, you're still grieving. And see, until you really accept it and acknowledge it, God can't come in and heal you and deal with it. We tell ourselves, I done moved on, and, this and that, and, all of this other stuff. And deep down inside, we're still broken. We're still hurting. And we lie to ourselves because we think that's, as long as I say this, I'm going to move on and I'm going to do that. But no, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to hurt. I had a situation that I really cared and loved someone. A real dear friend of mine. There's nothing in this world that they could not have asked me to do, and I didn't do it. And then to have that person, people will become so comfortable with you till they take you for granted. You will have some people, and not saying they don't care about you or love you or whatever, but sometimes we get to a point that we can take people for granted because we always feel like they'll be there no matter what I do, no matter what I go through, they're going to always be there and all that other stuff. But y'all, I'm here to tell you, listen to this. God is disconnecting. He is detaching. He is cutting off. He is removing some stuff. Friendships, families. Because you don't have time to waste no more oil. You don't have no more time to squander oil. You don't have time to squander gifts. You don't have time to squander the things where other people really need and would appreciate and will use. You don't have time to keep squandering your oil on ungrateful, unthankful, unappreciative people. And so what happens is you won't move. You won't get up and separate yourself. So then God got to come in and do something drastic. And it hurts. It hurts. When you care about somebody and this person means a lot to you and has become a part of your life and your heart, and all of a sudden God has to come in and do some detachment. Y'all ever seen, I can't never get these trees right. Them trees, where they go and they cut and they prune the little trees, like them Japanese trees. I can't remember the name of them. I forgot the name of them. But y'all know what I'm talking about. These are beautiful trees. And they little, and you'll see the little people snipping them and stuff. I think it start with a B, whatever that tree is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's usually in Japan or China or whatever the case may be. But you always see like little old man or whoever, they be cutting, they be snipping and getting the little things off. That's it, a bonsai. That's it, a bonsai tree. I think they're so beautiful. Y'all, I want me something so bad. But anyway, that ain't what this is about. So a lot of times God got to prune. He got to prune and he got to cut away and he got to snip some stuff, because if he don't do it, we'll stay there and we will allow it to be attached to us, and we'll stay connected to us, knowing that we're losing our peace, we're losing our joy, we're finding ourselves depressed, we're finding ourselves frustrated and aggravated, because it's like the more and more I give, the less they do. The more and more I give, the less they appreciate it. The more and more I give, and I could be running on empty. I may not have it to give, but yet I'm still giving it, and no one sees when I get tired of when I'm hurt or whatever. So what God has to do is come in and do some disconnection. He has to come in and he has to purge and prune some stuff. He has to come in and do some dissecting. Because if he don't do it, if he don't cut it away, you gonna stay connected to something that he didn't intend for you to be connected to. Do I believe that he bring people in our lives for a reason? Yes. That there's a season and there's a purpose. And sometimes it's a lifetime thing. Sometimes it's just seasonal. And sometimes we take that seasonal thing and try to stretch it out into a lifetime thing, and that's not what God intended. Because some people, they really and truly appreciate you, they're grateful and all the other stuff, but then you got some that they'll just keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking, and till you just have nothing left, and now you're sitting there depressed, hurting. And God don't want that for us. He don't want that. And then once you do that, you get into this depression and sadness and loneliness and all of that. And now you squandered a whole day. A whole day. I'm going to be very transparent with y'all like I always am. Monday, I sat there and well, it was actually two different situations. And I was grieved in my heart. My heart was heavy. My heart was heavy. It hurt. It really did. And I sat in my chair all day Monday, thinking about the situations and, like, Lord, why? And this going on and why this and why did, all these different things. A whole day squandered, when I could have been up being productive and doing something. And I'm telling y'all this for a reason. I would never be able to get Monday back. I would never be able to go back and get Monday. And that's a whole 24 hours squandered on nothing. On nothing. And we all do it. We've all done it. We'll think about situations. We think about the people that have hurt us. If it's our spouse, our children, our siblings, whoever. And we sit and we think about all this stuff. And we just keep replaying it over and over and over and over again. And before you know it, you done got up at 7 or 8 o'clock. You look at it, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you look up again, it's 6. And before you know it, it's 10, 11 o'clock. You ain't did nothing. You still sitting there in your pajamas. You ain't accomplished nothing that day. And all you did was squander the day away. Never once did you go have a talk with Jesus. Never once did you go get in your word to gain some strength. Never once did you go in prayer. Never once did you say, God, I need your help. Never once did you look to the hills from which cometh your help. Never once did you just stop and say, God, I need you. And a whole day was gone. So this is my encouragement to you today. Make up your mind today. And I'm not saying things ain't going to happen and situations ain't going to occur and, different things like that. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is this. Make up in your mind that come hell or high water, God, I'm going to get in your presence, even if I got to do it with tears running down my face. God, I'm going to sit and I'm going to talk with you, even if my heart is breaking. God, I'm going to sit and I'm going to trust you and I'm going to tell you all about my problems, even if I'm hurting. But don't ever squander your time and your day away when somebody else wishing they could have it. When somebody else wishing they could have it and they would do something with it. Don't ever in your life squander your time and the days that God give you, because time is short. Time is not promised to nobody. And these days are getting shorter. Things are moving faster. And you going to look back and say, you know what? I wasted a day, a week, a month, or whatever when I didn't have to. Anything that you're going through, get into the presence of God. Talk to God. Tell him all about it. He already know. But even with your tears running, even how you feeling, get up and do something. Go put some clothes on. Go for a walk. Go put you in a movie. Clean up the house. Go do something, but don't ever just sit and squander your time and your day away, or opportunity that could be waiting on you, and you don't even have the strength to go get up and go do it. Some people, y'all will sit. Somebody want to go to lunch with you. Somebody want to spend time with you, but no, not today. I just don't feel like it. You don't know if God sent that person to you. And that person could really lighten up your mood and give you something, give you a word from God that you need to gain strength. Don't ever squander the time that God has given you, because guess what? We will never be able to get it back. So on today, this Wednesday, know that I love y'all. And no matter what comes, no matter what goes, no matter who goes, always trust God and know that he got you. But don't ever squander the time that he's given you, because guess what? That's a slap in God's face. That's a dishonor to him. I am so serious. And I had to tell God yesterday, I said, Lord, I'm sorry that yesterday I spent all day in my feelings, in my thoughts, in my emotions, and I didn't spend no time with you. And I had to apologize to him, and I asked him to forgive me. And I promised yesterday, from this day forward, even if I'm hurting, even if I'm grieving, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do something to honor him. No matter what it is, I'm going to get up and honor him, because he didn't have to give me life. He didn't, y'all know, he didn't have to let me live. He did not have to let me live. So with that being said, I need y'all to get up and live today. Get up and move today. Get up and thank God today. Get up and worship today. Get up and praise God today. Get up and do something productive today. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy your Wednesday. I love y'all.